All right. Episode 24, Smoke and Mirrors, also dubbed as the Jack Bauer episode.
I was about to say, it is the Jack Bauer episode.
And we're about to sour this Bauer, you know what I'm saying? Pause.
James Bond? No. Jason Bourne?
How we doing?
Got in more cheeks than Jack Bauer.
Jack Plow. How we doing there, big dogs? We good?
Going good, man.
Good.
You?
Good.
How you
Yeah,
going?
good, man. After that nice little feed there at Butter.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Butter, man. Sets it off right.
Yeah, man. Shit
Fried
is fucking
chicken.
fire.
We've been talking about this for so long. It was just so good to go.
Mm.
I know. It was the shittest day, though.
Yeah.
Like monsoon rain and shit. Like just...
And then fucking sunny, and then cold, and then warm. It's fucking wild in Sydney today.
I don't know.
The weather had Hot and Cold by Katy Perry on repeat today, man.
Yeah.
But no, doing well. In some other well streaming news, we have Matt Damon joining Steven Soderbergh's No Sudden Move.
Yes, this is the one that's set in 1955.
Yep.
And it's the big ensemble, Steven Soderbergh style, Ocean's 11.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah, Don Cheadle's the lead actually
The lead,
in this one,
sick, yeah.
which I'm liking. And they're in Detroit,
Mhm.
and then they get hired. They all get hired to do this job,
Yeah.
and then shit doesn't work out, and then they try to find the people that hired them and what the reason was that they hired them.
Yeah.
And then they kind of go through Detroit, and they're experiencing all like the civil unrest and civil action sort of stuff that's going on there at the time. But they're saying that Damon's role is more a cameo.
Okay.
I reckon he's the guy that hires them.
Okay.
I reckon he's the one.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's either going to be, what's his face? Mr. Kobayashi, or
yeah.
he's going to be Kaiser Soze. Like that's how I see it.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for this movie.
So am I.
actually.
Yeah.
This looks good.
I'd like to
Oh, this
see,
sounds good.
yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I'd like to see how he plays with, like, I mean, it's still like, you know, a heist sort of film, but this is more adult. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
hoping this is more of an R-rated sort of fare, and I'm hoping that this is what the one with Neeson was.
Next 3 days?
No. You know, the one where they all die and then the wives have to...
Oh, Widows.
Widows. I'm hoping this is like a really good version of Widows.
I haven't seen Widows.
Me neither.
It's all right. It just gets boring there in the middle.
Does
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. But Kaluuya, like, steals the show in that shit.
I heard.
It's fucking fire.
I heard he kills it.
Kills it. He's the best in whatever he's in, though. That's the thing. Like, he's damn good.
Yeah, that's true.
What also is being killed is a shutdown of the Warner Max label.
Yeah.
So at HBO Max. So this was the wing that would kind of look after all of the films that HBO Max were putting together.
Mhm.
So now with Warner's, they've reorganized their structure so that now they've only got one pipeline for movies, both theatrical and streaming.
It's the way it's supposed to be.
And it's crazy because Toby Emmerich is taking over this wing.
Oh.
Okay.
And Toby Emmerich's the guy in the middle of that Ray Fisher shit
Yeah.
that sort of went down.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see how long he's still there.
when the story breaks, he might
Yeah.
not have a job for a while.
Yeah.
We'll
might-
see.
Might be blacklisted.
He might be killed.
Little shutdown. Yeah, so we got reports coming out of Showtime that they're actually going to fix the old Dexter finale with this new revival that's coming out,
Yeah.
which is quite good. I mean, I saw the ending is different compared to the rest of Oues. So
I didn't enjoy the Dexter finale.
it was kind of, well, either way, it was kind of shit.
Like, I actually would have preferred it if he just died.
In the storm, was that Katrina? No,
Nah.
that was some massive hurricane that was hitting Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, he takes Deb out there and then throws her into the water.
Yeah.
And then he just survives. And he's like a lumberjack from then on in.
Yeah, but I swear he like you guys said that he's like looking over another like,
collection
collection
blood
of vials.
Yeah.
but I swear he's just staring out of the window.
He does both. I think he,
What if he did Big Bronson's?
Just fucking scanner. That's what I'm excited. Like, he's got special powers now. Like blow cunts' heads off.
what if he did the Wolf of Wall Street?
That'd be the best.
I'm not fucking going.
Wolfie. Fuck, I love that movie. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's good. I really do. I'm hoping that it's not gonna be like, if this one does well, we'll do another season after this. I'm hoping that it's like, look, this is just 10 episodes, maybe 8.
Yeah.
See how well we do. This is just 8 episodes. That's it. That's all you get.
Well, that's what they said. They said that this is a chance for them to redo the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think there were so many problems with our last season.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like Dexter anymore.
It felt really different.
Yeah.
Really, really different.
And I don't think he was that connected to the character. So bringing him back to his like a more normal sort of form.
Yeah, I was speaking to my mate, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, it got to a point with Dexter where you just watched it because you knew you had to finish it.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
After Lithgow's season, that's it for me. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Here we go. It's another serial killer, and then like you've got the serial killer hunting a serial killer, and that's it. And then there's twists and turns.
So the high point was Lithgow's full frontal nudity
and the dance when he walks out of the
dancing in the morning.
Dancing in the morning.
For me, it's always just when he just went dead face. Shut up, cunt.
Yeah.
That's rough, man.
It was wild.
Will you shut up?
They was real scared of him.
I know.
Like his family was real scared of him.
Like he had done these outbursts before.
Well, that's what happens. That's why Dexter kills, right? To tame that side of him, that side of his psyche.
Yeah.
So that he can be nice and everything to the rest of his family.
Yeah. I think with Dexter as a whole, they kind of figured out everything. They showed you everything in his backstory, how he became that person, his training with Harry, his his first kill, and then now he is who he is.
What if they flip it though?
What do you mean?
So yeah, Michael C. Hall's going to be back, but he's dead. And what's his face? His son, Harrison, is seeing him like he sees Harry.
Well, then they should have just let him die in the storm there on the boat.
Maybe he did.
Well, what if this is what they mean about fixing the finale?
Yeah.
What if that him staring at the files or looking out the window didn't actually happen?
Yeah.
Well, they actually did say whatever happened in that first 8 years happened.
All right.
Like there is no takesies backsies.
This is the bill for the mansion. No givesies backsies. Sacha Baron Cohen has been defending a lot of the criticisms that have been coming out from Trump and Rudy Giuliani. Mm-hmm.
So Giuliani completely refuted anything that happened in that hotel room at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, when he's getting interviewed with his daughter and then you see him like untucking his shirt and reaching into his pants and stuff like that and asking for a number and her address and all that.
Yeah.
And then, Sacha Baron Cohen was like, everything that happened actually happened.
Yeah, but it is like, sensationalized as to what actually happened. I mean, he's unbuckling his pants and tucking in his shirt simply because he's taking out the mic. So that mic feeds into your pants, plugged in, right? You do your pants up over it, comes up over your shirt, under your shirt. So you can't see anything. And that's what she is there helping him sort of do that as well. So, yeah.
There was... It's fucking tough, man. There was also, do you recall the bit when he goes to the synagogue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lady that gives him the hug and kisses him and things like that, she passed away prior to the release of this film.
Oh, shit.
And her son sued Sacha.
Wow.
Yeah, because what he said was that his mother was, I guess, unlawfully used in the film because she wasn't aware of what he was doing. But the claims got put away as well.
She would have signed the release before the what's his face.
Yeah, and
that's why you can see her face.
And they also said about that was that they forged her signature. But then the claims got put away because Sacha Cohen came out, basically said she was aware of everything that happened.
I don't know. I find that lawsuit kind of shitty because if she had no idea what was happening, it speaks volumes to her character.
Yeah.
That she was like that.
Yeah. That's a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing that really made me sort of think that this might have been horseshit and they were just doing it for the money was the guy was like, I'm not just doing this for my late mother. I'm doing this for the whole community because everyone deserves to be acknowledged and helped. And I'm like, bullshit. You're doing this for the dollar. Anyone who says that shit is obviously doing this for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, because that scene, it showed so much humanity in the Jewish community.
Yeah.
I don't have any exposure to, I had a friend who was Jewish.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any exposure to that culture. And to me, that it showed how human and loving and compassionate, they are.
Exactly. Which they are.
In their place of worship.
That's it.
Yeah.
It was nuts. They fed him as well. You know what I mean? I love that scene.
Yeah. It was actually very heartwarming.
Yeah.
For me, the best bits of that movie wasn't that sort of outlandish shit and all the gotcha sort of stuff. It was towards the end with him and his daughter was just really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It excites me to watch that Trial of Chicago 7 as well because I don't think I've ever seen Sacha Baron Cohen in a serious film. So I'd love to see this.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd wasn't serious there.
Yeah. Very singy. Oh, not that singy can't be serious, but more so it was very comedic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With none of panache.
I love that movie.
So, in other news as well, Netflix has acquired the rights to Idris Elba's Concrete Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this has got the kid from Stranger Things. I was going to say Needful Things, but Stranger Things.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Was it Caleb Mclaughlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Caleb McLaughlin.
So he's playing this kid who goes back to his estranged father.
Yeah.
And his estranged father lives in Philly. And he's part of this sort of community that really takes care of each other and they sort of embrace that cowboy culture.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of coming in and experiencing getting close to his father through that culture as well.
Yeah,
I love this shit, man.
It looks good, man.
Yeah,
it does look
man.
good.
It's also based on. They said something here. It's based on. Damn it! Where is it? It's an actual real place that they had in Philly that would outfit. That would keep black people safe as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That sort of community.
So it's like Tick's place in Lovecraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Safe travel.
Yeah.
Idris looks good in this, man. See him in the denims with his shirt undone and
Yeah. The Fletcher Street Stables is what it's called. It's a black urban horsemanship community which existed in Philly for 100 years, and they provided a safe haven for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's very cool, which is weird when you think about it, like Philly like that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, just down the road essentially is New Jersey, and then down the road from there is New York. It's so weird.
Yeah.
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 Netflix also have Adam Sandler coming through for a movie called The Space Man of Bohemia.
Mm-hmm.
So this is touted as a big awards kind of season movie for Sandler, a la Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
And the story's about Sandler is an astronaut, so I don't know if he's going to get into some astronaut shape. And he's going to the edge of the galaxy, and his personal life is kind of unraveling, but he finds the most ancient being aboard his ship at the edge of the galaxy, and then he helps him sort of traverse his problems.
Yeah. It looks good, man. Well, not looks good, but it sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's very Click for me, because Click was where Sandler really got me crying.
I'm excited for this, man.
Very Ad Astra though.
Yeah.
Without the father.
Well, I reckon he'll have some like father or parental issues or something like that, and that's what was like, breaking his personal life.
You could almost call it Adam Astra.
That's bad. Get the fuck out of my studio.
Adam Sandler in a fucking Holden Astra. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm in Minan's car.
Netflix also wants a live action Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah,
they want to do that.
Yeah, I can see this working. I can see this with a massive budget though, and it's live action.
Witcher budget?
I think it'd have to be bigger than Witcher. Yeah.
I reckon
you can shoot half of it like nowadays, and then half of it's only back in them old times.
I kind of hope it just all takes place in the old times, to be honest.
They won't do that.
I reckon.
You need Abstergo, you need all that other nonsense.
I reckon you could get away with a lower budget for this. I reckon if you don't cue as much special effects, if you shoot it in the current day, then
it won't be Assassin's Creed.
It could be.
Like I still had to finish that sentence and then go maybe to the Middle East.
To that first O?
No, not Altair.
Altair.
So maybe someone a little bit forward than that. Maybe even do Origins if you wanted to.
Fuck that. I don't want to see none of them games. None of them. I want it to be all Asian fucking cast, and I want them to do, it needs to be, what's his face? From Logan and Westworld.
A Japanese, a samurai one.
Yeah, but who's that guy? Sonata.
Hiroyuki Sonata.
It needs to be him, and he's going back.
That'd be sick.
He's the Japanese samurai. Well, it should be, essentially they'd be ninja. It wouldn't be samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going up against the samurai.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fucking mad.
The samurai are the Templars. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be mad. I'd watch that. I was thinking, what if it was like an anthology? So every episode was a different story.
A different assassin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Or like a 2-part for every one.
I'd like the 2-part because then
you establish and then you like execute the story.
Like 4 episodes for a half or 6 episodes for a half, 12 episode seasons.
Yeah, something like that, and showcase like 6 assassins or 5 assassins and have it 10 episodes.
I don't know. Like Netflix kind of fucked themselves on Altered Carbon when they did that. So I don't know if they will ever do that.
But that was like 1 character a season.
Yeah.
And then you change, which I think is like, it's good. But on the downside, you get attached to this character.
Yeah.
And then he completely changes the next season.
Like, it wasn't just that for Altered Carbon, though. It was that Anthony Mackie did not outact fucking Kinnaman for me.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird because I find Kinnaman actually pretty wooden and ordinary.
Yeah.
I reckon he was rocking the shit in this one.
Yeah?
Was he good in Altered Carbon? He's really good. I think it's just the subject matter.
In Child 44, he was really good. And he was doing a Russian accent as well.
But he's like what? Swedish or something. Where are they in what's his face? In Oslo and that. Where is that? In Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Oslo is Germany.
Isn't that Sweden?
Sweden?
Maybe.
Are they Swedish? Yeah. That's what he is.
Okay. Why is he in a movie and he's Swedish?
Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Is he in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
Yes, he is.
Where's he in that?
You know, when he comes back, when Mikhail comes back and he's like, he looks inside and they all turn around and they're looking at him.
Mm.
And he's like, that bad is it? And he just walks over and goes to go talk to Robin Wright Penn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's one of the guys in there.
He's one of the guys. Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was always American.
I didn't mind him in Safe House either when he fights Reynolds.
Safe House is damn good too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just the scripts, man.
RoboCop, he was pretty wooden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But RoboCop was kind of trash.
Yeah.
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 It's weird that was a Jose Padilla movie.
Oh, it wasn't a Jose Padilla movie. It was an MGM movie.
That was a
Those
Jose.
fucks.
That was a Jose per give me this some control in this whole fucking movie.
Per
diem.
We're staying with Netflix. So they just acquired the J.D. Washington and Alicia Vikander film Born to be Murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's about a couple on a romantic getaway that stumble across a conspiracy, a murder conspiracy.
Might.
and then it looks like they're going to be hunted or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Most dangerous game type deal.
maybe. I don't think they're going to be hunted like that, but I think they're going to be pursued. I don't know if it's going to be like an action, a thriller, or what. Maybe it's just a thriller and there's no like, big action set pieces and shit like that. Might not be one explosion in this movie.
Maybe just a little one.
They just got a bunger.
This is fucking romance explosion.
MGM wanted a big old
Oh my god.
romance explosion on
you badly.
So when MGM were kind of courting the idea of potentially leasing No Time to Die out for streaming, they were circling the price of $800 million to buyers, potential buyers, and that was going to Apple, was going to Netflix, was going everywhere. No one would touch it. So MGM also stipulated that this price would only be for 1 year.
As if you want to buy something just for a year. Just for 1 year.
It's nuts. I mean, like we've seen these streaming movies do like big money.
Big numbers.
But I don't think it's going to do like money like that.
Like, what was it? Sam Hargrave? What was it? Extraction. He was saying like 22 million people watched his movie, right? 22 million people streamed his movie.
Yeah.
So if 22 million people went out and bought a ticket to go see that movie, that'd be the number one movie in the world for the next 12 years.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no, not for a year. But it's funny because when this story first came out, it was like 600 million. And I was thinking about it, 600 million, that's doable. Like, an Apple or someone could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like they came out, no. It was actually 800 million champion. I was like, nah, I'm not paying $1 billion for this fucking movie.
Hell no.
Because the last one didn't make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So why the fuck am I going to pay $800 million to you for this movie that we don't even know is good?
Netflix could make 10 movies for the price of this.
$800 million. That's nearly 80 movies they could make.
Yeah, but like Netflix, they put in money just for friggin' Benioff and Weiss's new show.
Yeah.
The Three Body Problem. They're dropping like 500 million or something.
Yeah, keep that.
You can hold that.
Badly. Miss me.
But Netflix has been canceling a lot of their shows, which I'm thinking that they're posturing for something else.
It's funny. I was telling Dave about this article that I read. It was like, I don't want to say dumb shit articles. It's just outright fucking rude. But this guy, like, he was like, I did this algorithm for shows most likely to be cancelled, and The Witcher had an 87% chance of not having a third season. And I was telling this guy, it got greenlit for a third season. The fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of like ass shit? Like, are you so bored?
But what was the considerations in the algorithm? You know what I mean? If that guy could prove that his algorithm worked for the last couple of cancellations,
yep.
Like if it said Sabrina was going to be out, the Kaminsky method was done,
like it was the major thing was budget.
Okay,
that was like the big thing that he had, and it just like. I think to someone who's uninitiated, shout out to Dark Knight Rises, like you'd believe it. Like you'd be like, oh my God. But then this shit, you're just like, nah, man. Like, that's just dumb shit. Like you're just making news to get some hits, you know?
Yeah.
I can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand that.
The fake news?
The fake news kills me, man. And it just makes me mad. Like, because they never retract the fake news.
Mm.
Like, are you going to come back? They don't have the
same energy.
Keep that same energy. Come back and say you were wrong. And then they'll be happy.
Yeah.
Just come back and say it. Just say, look, we were wrong.
Swallow your pride, champion. Let's go.
That's what I was saying the other week. Like these studios, these companies, the organizations, they don't ever come back and say, yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Like with the same energy.
Yeah.
But it's like fucking when you have an argument with like a family member and you don't like have that fucking talk where it's just the next day you just start talking like nothing fucking happened.
I know. I just test the waters a little bit.
It's always
watch that movie.
Yeah, how you going?
The eyes say it all.
Still fucking aggressive.
Yeah, but it's got to be like half aggressive, half not.
I know. Want a coffee?
Yeah. Did you have coffee?
It's always the fucking hugging stepbrother. We have news for Disney Plus. So Oscar Isaac in talks to lead Moon Knight with Mohammed Diab to direct.
Yeah. So
more deep.
So we thought from the rumors that were kind of circulating that it'd be Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Reeves has sidestepped this one again. I think he's ducking.
Maybe we see Reeves as a bad guy. Maybe he wants to play bad guy.
I think Reeves works well as a bad guy.
Yeah.
When he says nothing.
Yeah.
If Reeves is just the bad motherfucker that Moon Knight had to beat, pause.
Yeah.
Both hands, let's go.
But if he is like, one of the bad, just a bad guy for the season, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take up a lot of his time because,
Reeves is on a limited, window of time. The man is training.
He's training for the Matrix. He's training for John Wick.
I don't know. It seems like the guy just has infinite time some days because he was in that fucking Nightwire episode 4 for fucking Cyberpunk showing off his the new motorcycle and everything.
Was he in there?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that one.
What, he just pulled out random shit?
I know.
And here's my new Santoko knife.
But no, he just does a big bodyguard.
He cuts the silk scarf
with his knife. But they've got a new bike coming out. What's his fucking
Triumph? Victory?
No. It's like 4 letters. I don't know. Fucking, we'll call it Reevesatron 3000. But fucking, he's got a new bike coming out. Him
Johnny Rocket as well.
And it's going to be in the game. And so he was showing off all the bikes and shit like that and how they were recording. But yeah, he was in there. He's got the beard again. He looks like he's leaned down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like he's getting in Wick 4 shape, but I don't know. Maybe he's got a lot of shit on his plate.
Hopefully. That'll be balling, man.
Can you imagine if he comes back really lean? Because he's had to heal up for a while. Yeah. My guy.
That'd be kind of cool. What do you reckon if he shaved his head and his beard for Wick 4 and he just came back completely different?
So I had this idea for 3, right? So he's running away in the end of 2 and 3 obviously picks up right after.
Yeah.
I was saying, what if it didn't? What if he was on the run for years and then he's got the short the sad Keanu memes where he's got the short hair with the beard? What if he's like that and he's down in fucking Mexico or something?
We always heard that he was the rumors that came out first for John Wick 3 was he had been gone for years.
Yeah.
And he was getting coaxed back in to come back because he was away and living in what's his face, Morocco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
But he was going to come back now to New York City because some shit went down. Ultimately worked out better.
Yeah, I like that it's the same timeline throughout each, it's continued on.
Yeah.
There's no big time jump. But if they did find him in Mexico and they went a Desperado kind of vibe as well, him working his way through saloons and shit like that, fucking mad.
He's just
those
the
sorts of
drifter
shooter.
now?
Yeah.
I reckon Gary Daniels is going to be in the next one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because he knows Chad and everything. Chad Stahelski is in Fist of North Star.
Really?
He's one of the stunt guys.
Oh, shit.
You see him get thrown. Chad's still got his long hair.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You see him come up first and then obviously rolls away out of the camera and then comes back around as another guy to fight Gary Daniels. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking mad.
Fist of the North Star.
But yeah, he knows Leech, he knows all those guys.
Shit.
Stahelski, all those guys. Yeah.
That's mad, man. Like they should chuck him in.
This is the guys you want to know.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, I need to watch that new art of action.
Yeah. It's really good.
Have you guys watched any of Mohammed Diab's movies at
No, what did he do?
Cairo 67
No.
and did another movie as well.
Yeah, I was looking at it before. Fuck, where is it?
I haven't watched any of them.
Clash.
Clash, yeah.
No, I haven't watched any.
Okay. Because it would be good to kind of get like a frame of reference to what he'd sort of be,
Yeah.
like what he'd kind of bring.
Marvel's directing this movie, you know. They're directing this show. He's the figurehead.
You reckon?
Yes. Yes, 100% yes.
It would make sense because you notice how Marvel films all have the same feel.
That's how What's His Face is. The only show that's doing it right is Mando.
Yeah, but
Because Favreau would tell him to get fucked.
again, like that's on the small screen. So I wonder what a Marvel show on the small screen will be like with a bit more breathing room.
It has to fit into the overall narrative, though.
Yeah, I know, and that's fine. But like how they kind of get there, the director might have a bit more
Leeway.
yeah, in terms of actually what they want to show and how they want to show it.
There's going to be no violence. There's going to be no swearing. There's going to be no sex. It's going to be a Marvel movie cut up into 12 pieces,
I don't mind that.
8 pieces.
I don't mind that if there's character development and stuff like that. Hey, Marvel can get pretty dark. It can get pretty suggestive at times in terms of how far it wants to go on that sexy scale. And it can be pretty violent.
Mm.
So I'll tell you how this is going to work. This is the exact fucking screenplay of Mohammed Diab asking for more leeway on fucking Moon Knight. Oh, hey, Kevin? Yeah? Oh, you busy? It's all good. I'll talk to you later. That's how it's going to fucking end up.
If he comes in here again, I'm busy.
Why did you even let him through the door? Why was he here?
And that's a wrap.
Yeah.
That's all of our streaming news.
That's all of our streaming news. We're going to move on now to film news.
Which is perfectly explained for rapping.
Yeah. So staying in that Marvel pocket, we got Shang-Chi that just wrapped filming. So it officially wrapped filming, I believe, in LA.
Yep.
Or Atlanta.
ATL, yeah. ATL's open. Yeah.
Where the director, Daniel Destin Cretton, wrapped with Awkwafina and all the guys there. So it's done. It's dusted. It's heading into post-production. So yeah, it should now be up to COVID on where it comes out, when it comes out.
Is it next year?
It's supposed to be next year, yeah.
Supposed to be next year?
Supposed to be next year, May.
Okay.
And then 2 months later, we get another film.
Strange.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Possibly.
I don't think so.
You don't reckon?
Nah, Strange hasn't started filming yet.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. What have they been shooting?
Spidey,
Spider-Man?
they got Black Widow in the tuck.
Black Widow's in the tuck? And then the Marvel shows.
Eternals.
That's the one. That'll come out next year.
Spider-Man 3's just started as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be good. It's
Got
kind
us,
of exciting.
Yeah, we got ourselves another 2-3 years of Marvel Summers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because now it looks like they're going to go into like 4 films a year.
Yeah.
Plus series. So that's 7 times Marvel's hitting you every year.
All right. We'll see what they do with it.
Yeah.
So we
Speaking of hitting people.
yeah. And this one could be good. So we got reports that Michael B. Jordan might actually be directing Creed 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like he's signed on to direct it.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He's going his full Stallone route,
Yeah.
which is cool to see. I like to see that.
Yeah.
I don't seems like a trend. Like lead actors stepping into an established franchise. But yeah, I've got nothing to kind of base it on.
No.
With Michael B. Jordan. So I would only hope that he's got the right people around him to kind of help him get his vision right.
But it's almost exactly the same way that almost the exact same thing that happened with Stallone. Like Owen Winkler and Chardoff.
Yeah.
They came through and just said, why don't you direct? You wrote the last script and everything. Why don't you just direct Rocky 2?
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, no worries, I'll do that. And Rocky 2, it turned out quite well.
Yeah, Rocky 2 was good, but like Stallone already had his hand in terms of developing the story and things like that. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of in there. Michael B. Jordan has been more of a producer on projects.
Yeah.
In terms of filmmaking, that's where his bag is. Whereas Stallone was more in the writing.
Yep.
So a natural sort of step for him would be directing.
Yeah.
But I'm still interested in how he's going to tackle Creed 3, acting and directing his first feature film in a big franchise. Coogler better be on board, kind of shadowing him.
Coogler's going to be right there. Right there.
Why don't you set up that shot right there?
I'm going to keep it a thou wow with you.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Creed 3.
That's all I'm excited for.
Man. I just want to see what Jordan doing.
Yeah. Well, I just want to see it, man. I want to sit down in that cinema and cry like a man is supposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what, like these movies, these sport movies, that's what they're designed to do.
Make you cry?
Make you cry.
Yeah.
That's what it's there to do.
It's meant to.
Like that's our rom-coms. That's a male rom-com. This is the sport movie.
The fight movie.
The fire cry.
Yeah. Like the other movie that's coming out with Hunnam. What's it
Jungle
called?
Land?
Jungle Land?
Yeah, that looks good.
You know we're going to be crying in that one.
And Embattled.
Yeah.
I don't know so much about that. I didn't cry Never Back Down, so I ain't crying in this piece of shit.
So, Warrior got you, though.
Oh, of course.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's different.
Why is it different?
Because that was done by someone, you know, it just looked like a better movie. This looks like Never Back Down with a father and son.
Like, I think it's going to be a really, really cheesy trailer that they put together.
I hope so.
Like, I think when you see the actual movie, it's going to be different.
What, it's going to be like Warrior?
I think it might be like Warrior.
If it's like Warrior, then we got a hit. But then
Warrior had some shit to him, man.
Yeah.
Like, he walks into that fucking ring and he's like, I'm not going to fight you, Tommy. And then Stoll fucking puts him in an omoplata and then tells him he loves him. That shit hurts.
Then he taps.
Right here.
Tommy's home.
Put a lock right on this heart. Oh, shit.
But what's also locked away?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So Sherlock 3 and the Saint reboot has been put on the back burner. So Dexter Fletcher, who was attached to both, has come out and said, like, we're developing it. And it looked like it was ready to go. But because of the stories, it means that we need to get large groups of people in small locations.
Yeah.
And you can't do that right now. So we're putting them on the back burner until we're ready.
Yep.
So post-vaccine, we're going to get like a Sherlock reboot and we're going to get the Saint reboot. Not the Sherlock reboot, Sherlock 3.
Yeah.
The Sherlock and the Saint.
I don't mind that though. If it gives them time to retool and get everything perfect, like fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Or they need to look into that stagecraft technology and see how we can do it.
What's good, baby?
Or they could just up the budget and use visual effects to get people in. They'll start using mirrors and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke and mirrors, baby. What's that next thing there?
Well, we got this. So we had, I guess, chats with Nia DaCosta. Not us. I wish we were. But
I'd love to talk to Nia.
Fucking us. But they're talking about I'm blank. But how they're going to portray the Candyman. And the way they positioned it was that they're going to make Rashes scary.
Yeah.
Real scary.
Yeah.
No more parties in L.
So it looks like the movie follows Yahya transforming into the Candyman.
That's what it sounds like.
So Nia DaCosta was saying that it's going to be like that rash that you get that you sort of kind of think, well, it'll go away. It's nothing. And then it just keeps getting worse until it's like a lesion.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where they're going to go with this. She said she'll be really happy if people walk out of the cinemas like and look at a mosquito bump or like a rash or something and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But is she just telling us what's like, is he going to get, he's going to start off as just a rash and just under his skin and then just, it's almost like he's using Yaya's body as a what's his face cocoon, right?
Yeah.
And then he's going to come out through that fucking cocoon.
It'll be fucking mad if he gets like bumps on his chest and then bees just pop out of him.
You see them come out.
Yeah. Because when Candyman opens his jacket, it's bones.
Yeah.
And like a bit of meat decaying and then bees.
Yeah.
It's like the hive.
The hive is, keeping him alive.
Bees and bones.
So it's like going to just start growing inside of Yaya.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ooh.
They need to drop this fucking film, man.
Fucking badly.
So you know how they were saying that how do these people become monsters?
Yeah.
We talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
So is Yaya going to be one of those victims of like racial brutality potentially?
Possibly.
And that's kind of what like fuels his hate as well.
Or was he already a victim?
Yeah.
Like is he Anthony? Is he the little boy that's in that movie?
Well, they did say he's moving from like LA to Chicago to kind of revive his artistic career.
Yep.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm excited.
See.
But staying on that Jordan Peele tip.
Pause. Peel in Afrikaans people means dicks. That's why.
I was just looking at tip.
No.
I didn't even look from the South African.
Yeah.
All right. Now I can't even look at this motherfucker's name anymore.
That's like whenever
Jordan Peele.
Whenever I see his name, like that's what I see. Because it's Piel. Yeah, his dick. All right. Yes, it's staying with Jordan P. He's set to produce and co-write a remake of The People Under the Stairs.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. Like that was like honestly one of the first sort of horror movies that we kind of rented like by ourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we saw the cover and it was like the house with the big old fucking skull over the top of it. And we were like, what the fuck is that? And we were like, oh, fuck, Wes Craven did this movie.
We'll check Scream.
Yeah. We'll check this movie out. It was fucking fire.
It was, man.
They was eating them motherfuckers in that house.
That's disgusting, that scene with the father in the gimp suit.
Yeah.
And then you see him carve off the piece of the guy.
Yeah.
And then he just eats. Have you watched it?
I've seen the end when I was really young. Remember when like fucking live TV?
Yeah.
And I woke up to that fucking end bit.
Nice.
Cut myself silly, dog.
But it's hard to watch that movie as well because it's kids, right? And they're like in there and and they're like eating homeless people and all this other fucking weird shit. And
do you think Jordan Peele puts a spin on this and turns it into a racial power play like he has his other movies?
We flip it though.
What do you mean?
We flip it so instead of the white people, we've got black people eating the white people.
And then they play Man Eater by Hall & Oates in the background of the song.
So instead of having the guy from, what's his face? Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
We got like a black actor in there.
You know that they were cast to like sort of look like Ronald Reagan and Nancy Reagan?
Yeah.
Shit.
So I wonder if Trump and Melania are going to be the template this time.
That'd be kind of cool.
We heard you were eating people. That's fake news.
You're a loser.
Never me. Yeah, but yeah, man, I really like The People Under the Stairs. So I want to see what Peele does with a remake.
Solid movie.
Yeah, like I need to see Candyman and see what he's doing with that first. But then,
Wes Craven was on another tip as well. Pause, because he put a African American child as its lead star.
Lead.
He carried that
movie. He's the lead,
and Ving Rhames is in there too.
Yeah, yeah. He's because they're out there hitting licks, trying to rob people.
Yeah,
and then what's his face? Yeah, he's like
scouting, isn't he?
Go into the house and see what you can find. We'll come back later. Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, a lick is a break and enter. A bacon and egg for sure.
I didn't know that. Yeah. But now I do.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Hit a sweet lick. Pause.
Like you were saying, Tom Holland has started filming Spider-Man 3 in New York City.
This guy must be busy as
I know.
fun.
We didn't know last week how he did it.
Yeah.
But he's probably on the best uppers in the world.
Oh, fucking hell.
Because he just came from London shooting Uncharted.
Yep.
Into NY, New York City.
Yeah.
To start filming on Spidey.
He probably because of the because it's between countries, he probably had to do that 2 weeks quarantine. So he's probably had like a 2-week break between.
So you reckon he was home this whole time?
I reckon
in New York.
He's been at home in New York for the last 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. But this is exciting. What were you gonna say about Senior Garfield?
Well, he's in New York as well, shooting.
And Tobey Maguire lives in New York.
Does he?
Yeah, he's a New York dude.
And Strange is also shooting soon in New York or Atlanta.
Do they shoot in New York when they say it's Baxter Street or whatever it is? Is that New York?
Potentially, yeah.
The Baxter building.
But I don't think like the interiors and stuff like that,
Right.
they have to stay in New York for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maron. So Strange is there, huh? Son of a bitch.
WandaVision's ready to kick off as well. Like streaming.
Yep.
So you're already going to have the president.
Yep.
It's already going to be set. So whatever hits first, Strange or Spidey, we're gonna have some cross-play action there.
I need this to open like what's his face though, Into the Spider-Verse.
What do you mean?
I even did this and sometimes even this. Get on down.
That'd be
dancing.
so cool.
That'd be so cool. When I'm like, damn it, Maguire, just do it. Do it, Maguire.
Some people don't like to remember that.
It should be all of them. They should all kind of go like, was it him or was it? And then it should switch to Maguire, or was it? And it should switch to Holland and then Garfield.
So it should be like they play the song and Holland says the wrong like musician. And then Maguire's like, no, it's this one. See, it's even good to jig to. And he starts dancing and all of them start dancing together.
It's all the same dance. That would be mad.
It just comes naturally.
Spidey senses it tingling. But what do you call it? Like, that's what killed me about Spider-Man 2 with Holland. Oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
What if they just went completely off the rails and just had like a big Spider-Man orgy?
They just like changed the Mary Janes around.
I mean, just between the three of them.
Oh, I see.
The Bear Force.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
All right. James Gunn. So we got some Suicide Squad news. Got a couple of bits.
Yeah.
First off, James Gunn was saying like when he was writing his Suicide Squad story, there was actually no one that was protected. He wasn't looking to save anyone.
Yeah, he had Kate Blanchett over the whole thing.
So he was like, I'm going to kill this person and that person and that. I'm not saving anyone.
Yeah.
Which gives me hope for the movie.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because now like it seems like they're not keeping anything for the next one.
Stakes is high.
Yeah.
Stakes is high.
They could just kill off Harley.
They could.
They could just make complete new stories every single fucking time.
Yeah.
No
Why
sequels.
The fuck couldn't they? Fuck it. This is the squad for this mission.
I hope Deadshot comes back.
Fuck yeah. He couldn't do it because he's doing the Serena and what's her name?
Venus
and Serena Williams movie.
King James.
Yeah, where he's the father, and he's going to do what's his face next? Fuqua. Emancipation. Yeah. So he couldn't do it. He's just booked out.
Yeah.
I think he will be back if this hits. I think he will be back, and I wish he came back as a villain. That they need to go and take down a member of their own squad.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
That would be sick. I wonder how they're going to explain it, if he's like broken out or
he would have broken out and done some shit.
Gone to go get his daughter.
Yeah.
He also said the visual effects, the practical effects on this movie, all up, have been more than the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe put together.
Yeah.
So he said they were blowing shit up on practical sets, which is the best kind of effects.
It's the only kind of effects.
And they were like doing real work. It wasn't all green screen. He wasn't going to work and there was green screen rock that they were shooting in front of. Yeah. It was real sets.
You know what really excited me about what he said though?
What?
Was he actually mentioned squibs.
Yeah.
Like he mentioned squibs. So I'm picturing like old school Hollywood squibs, man, with the explosions.
If they go like Paul Verhoeven, like level squibs, that'd be insane.
The condoms. That's what it was.
Yeah.
In Total Recall.
If they do the condoms.
Yeah.
And
RoboCop was the condoms.
And they do like the Total Recall style where he's holding that guy as a body shield.
Like you could say they were using the wrong kind of protection.
Vanity. And we got a new synopsis.
Yeah.
So he kind of said that Suicide Squad on this mission has to break into this prison. What was the prison again?
It's it's called Jotunheim.
Yeah.
And it's the Cordo Maltese.
Yeah.
It's on the Cordo Maltese island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which from the comics and Nightfall is the same island that Bane was created and sort of created on.
Yeah. Same island they use in the Arrowverse as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So my I'm guessing now, but I think that Bane is gonna be in this movie. And he's going to be like that head heavy for the island. Cordo Maltese.
Be sick if there's like a little sort of like while they're breaking in, Bane and his crew are breaking out. And then there's that fight for power because they both are trying to get to this one person.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'd be in for that.
Is it going to be set on the whole on just the one island though?
Well, they said it's almost like Overlord. That's the story. Yeah. So Overlord was set just in that camp, right?
Yeah.
That German camp.
Yeah.
So this would be set just on that island, but I don't think it is going to be just set on that island. I think it'll be they'll globe trek and then eventually come to that island. Yeah.
Because they'll do like everyone sort of getting together and sort of bringing the squad together.
Yeah.
And then everyone sort of working each other out and then the island.
Like I ain't gonna fuck around. In that AO one, I loved the breakdowns of each character.
Yeah.
How they have the little intros.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see some more of that.
I enjoyed the breakdowns as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know why Harley Quinn and Deadshot got 2. That's the only thing for me.
They got 2?
You see Flint getting beat up in prison, and then you see Flint's what's-his-face introduction. I don't know why they got 2. That's the only thing I'd change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Aya's one, he didn't have that.
No.
He didn't have the stat sheet.
No.
But I enjoyed the stat sheet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creed did that shit right, though. That shit was perfect. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Stop, man. We might go.
Cool.
We have Warner Brothers released a Conjuring Universe featurette. So they were also giving fans a first look at Conjuring 3.
Yeah, the devil made me do it.
Yeah, this is fucking cool to me, man. But I was also
the devil is alive.
I was also real fucking scared reading.
So the featurette's actually like half an hour long.
Shit. Yep.
But it's not just on the third one. It details the Conjuring universe,
Yeah.
which is such a weird thing that this kind of happened. So, dating back to The Nun and then onwards.
Mm.
So, the Conjuring 3 is going to be set all in the 80s.
Nice.
And it's the first case where a defendant has said that demonic possession was the cause for the murder.
Right.
They've actually got the guy in the featurette who kind of says, and spoilers because he's actually there, so he survives the movie, obviously. But he says, like, he went to sleep and then he woke up and he was in prison.
Yeah.
So, and that's the story. So I wonder if they're also going to play with the possibility of he was
It's the guy?
conscious.
DeVoe? Favreau? What's in there? Are these those murders? The Amityville?
Nah,
Oh, right.
nah.
Right.
This is a completely different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to have Amityville at the start of this one, or did they have it at the start of the other one?
Start of 2.
Start of 2. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if James Wan just did an Amityville movie.
You should.
I've been feeling like watching Amityville, like the original and the Reynolds one.
Yeah. It's on, I think it's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Scott Derrickson, and he's going to helm a movie called Black Phone. I didn't read the story.
So this one is a Joe Hill adaptation.
Okay.
And there's a lot of weird shit happening. And it seems like they're all separate storylines that will then conjoin into one. The most notable one is a kid stuck in a basement with no lights, surrounded by the bodies of other dead children. And the only thing in the room is a black phone. And on that black phone, at night it rings, and when he answers, it's the dead that want to talk to him.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be pretty dark, which is Scott Derrickson's bag. C. Robert Cargill is coming back. Massa Worm, if you remember back from the old Ain't It Cool days.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to also be co-writing this one as well. Yeah. So some pretty fucked up shit that's happening in this one.
Fucking doused in the blood of half a dozen fucking murdered children.
Yeah.
That's fucking vile.
100 maniacs. 100 maniacs. Who is a fucking maniac is the old Donald Sutherland. Yeah, he is. That fucking that horror movie. What's that horror movie that he's in?
Don't Look Now?
Yeah, the old one.
Don't
It's
Look.
like,
Oh, that's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
yeah.
Donald Sutherland's the only man that could play Sam Elliott's dad in a movie.
Yeah. Well, him and Emmy
Ikwaka?
Ikwako.
Iquenza Watcha?
Yeah. They're joining Roland Emmerich's Moonfall. So that's a story about the moon falling into Earth.
Oh, how original.
The $120 million budgeted movie.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They couldn't do this like Greenland for like 60? You could do this for 60.
It's Roland Emmerich.
I know, but still.
He's going to have the thing where like the moon's going to be touching Earth, and then they're going to drive on the surface of the moon. There's going to be no gravity.
Yeah.
And then they're going to like get across the sea or some shit like that.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to put that into my head now? I'm going to be disappointed if it isn't.
We put this fucking the wheels in motion. Ain't no rewinding me back.
Emmerich, I know you fucking listening.
Bruce Campbell offered an update on Evil Dead Rise, which is the next Evil Dead movie in the franchise.
Set in a high-rise building.
Set in a high-rise building. It is a completely self-isolated story as well. It's not connected to the other ones or the remake that came out. This will focus on a woman protecting her family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it sounds good. And then like what Bruce Campbell was kind of saying was like, this book gets around.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how
So
she
it doesn't
kinda,
just stay in one place. Like it doesn't just stay in the cabin.
yeah.
I was thinking just before I was thinking, can you imagine if they sort of gentrified that that rural area.
Yeah.
And they just sort of built on top of that cabin and knocked it down. And obviously there was the book's still in that basement.
Yeah.
But then someone finds that book and they're in the high rise and then,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that is the story.
It could be.
It's an original story from Lee Cronin.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam Raimi has handpicked Lee Cronin to be the director for this movie, and they're just shopping it around right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But I reckon it could be scary, man.
I reckon it will be scary.
This is kind of like Poltergeist 3 in the high rise.
Yeah. 2?
Was that 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 was in the TV station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
We have Kenya Barris to write, produce, and direct a Richard Pryor biopic.
So I thought this was already in motion
Yeah.
from Lee Daniels and Mike Epps on board as Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the case at all.
No.
So this has gone through development hell for the last 10 years.
My God.
Where Eddie Murphy was on it on board to produce. So was Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had Lee Daniels attached to helm, and I think someone else as well. And now it's finally coming out. So behind the backing of the full Pryor estate, Kenya Barris is going to write, produce, and direct.
Yeah.
So Kenya Barris does those Blackish shows right now.
Yeah.
Those are really, really good, those shows.
Yeah.
Do you think he stays with Mike Epps? Mike Epps is looking a bit old. Bit old in the face these days.
Yeah.
Do you think we go with the original with Marlon Wayans?
See, I was thinking about that. That's the one I would want to see.
That's like that. The what's his face the screen test that we saw for that was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
You guys didn't watch the screen test?
I didn't watch the screen
I watched
test.
it.
There's a screen test online you can watch that he does.
Good.
It's unreal. It's unreal. Like Marlon needs that, I think.
Yeah.
It'd be so good to kind of see Marlon come back and do something more serious.
Yeah. Like, I mean, dude, like it's so weird because he was shooting Requiem and Dungeons and Dragons at the exact same time, right? And then Dungeons and Dragons comes out and it's just a really shit movie.
That was dog shit.
We
watched that at the movies too.
I can't believe we watched that at the fucking movies.
How were we excited to see that?
Exactly. But then in the same year, we get Requiem for a Dream and he's just fucking coked out, drugged out fucking character.
He was good in there, man.
My God.
He was really, really good in there.
Just polar opposites. And it just proved that he could act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched Requiem?
Yeah, I've only ever watched it once, but it was fucked up.
Yeah. I only find myself going to it like once every like 5, maybe 10 years.
Yeah. I think I've watched that movie 3 times. That's it.
Shit.
Like that movie really fucking like, from what I'm hearing from like reviews from people who were like addicts who came back and watched that shit, they were like, it's almost akin to what you could feel when you're going through that type of shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And it's an Aronofsky film, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So Aronofsky always got to tap into that real fucking crazy shit too.
And the music?
Yeah.
Use that same shit in 2 Towers.
They do 2.
Mark Wahlberg gave us a glimpse of his Mo for Uncharted. So, and his shirt.
Yeah, any shirt, yeah.
So his shirt is very, very Sully-ish.
Very Sully.
From the game.
Nearly exactly the same Sully.
But like, I like that. And his mustache is kind of like Sully's as well.
Yeah, it's just not white.
Yeah.
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 Did this raise your excitement levels?
No.
Because it was Marky Mark. He just had a mustache, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Marky Mark being Marky Mark with a mustache. It was Mikey Stash. But it killed me though. Don't ask. Don't fucking ask. Shit killed me.
But
no, I'm still not excited.
He doesn't excite me in the role.
No.
Because I don't think he's the Sully type.
No.
Whereas Lang just nailed it in that short film.
Of course, we saw what Lang could do, and it was Sully.
Yeah.
That was Sully.
When you think about it, Sully is just he's a new age pirate. He loots and he fucking goes after women and he just does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty old man, Sully.
Fucks a lot of whores, the old Sully.
Jeez. Pretty sure he was throwing a bone into that chick that Nate was sleeping with him too as well.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, the Aussie.
Yeah.
The one in
Sully did that shit.
Brian Edward Hill will write the Power Rangers reboot for Jonathan Entwistle. Entwistle sounds like such a like fantastical last name.
I know.
I see you're still fat, Chris, and I see you've still got those pussy willows in your ears, Grandma.
Pussy willow.
Sorry.
So there was no details other than it's in he's in the process of writing it.
It's a go.
I don't know how I feel about a new Power Rangers movie.
Same.
I think they should just build on what they had.
Yeah.
The other one.
The reboot that they had before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not everyone, but fucking I really enjoyed that shit.
Yeah. Same.
Facts.
I'm fucking getting that on Apple TV. I'm going to watch that shit this week. Watch it like a channel.
MGM has delayed the release of Respect, which was due to come out on Christmas Day as a limited release.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they started shooting these hits.
Yeah. So it was going to be, should have been released already, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, but then they delayed it to Christmas Day, and now they're pushing it right back to August next year.
Oh my God.
Because they won an audience, Jennifer Hudson,
Previous Oscar winner.
Yeah, getting into it.
Unbelievable voice.
And then yet to be filmed, Tomb Raider is also getting an indefinite pushback. They haven't even set a date for this.
I heard this is scrapped. Like, I heard this is done.
What, they're not going to actually go forward?
They're not going to go forward. That's what I've heard.
The last report that I read was that it was happening. It was just on indefinite hold.
Okay.
So could be the same thing.
Yeah, could be.
We could get to 2022 and they're going to be like, yeah, we chose not to come back for that one. Because Ben Wheatley, who's going to direct it, is doing the Meg 2.
Oh, shit.
So
yeah, that's not happening.
Is he coming back though?
Nah. So they actually what did get shot in secret in our fucking backyard of Sydney was a Children of the Corn reboot.
Yeah.
So they actually screened it in 2 parts of Florida because it's open in Florida.
Yeah.
Like it is, but it isn't really. They just don't give a fuck over there. Yeah. But yeah. They gender swapped it, so it's not. What's his name?
So it's Zachariah?
Zachariah?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not Zachariah anymore. They gender swapped the main, so
yeah. It is a reboot as well.
Yeah.
And it's directed by Kurt Wimmer. So he directed Ultraviolet, which is a big red flag in my book. But then on the other hand, he also did Equilibrium. So I'm like,
yeah.
Look, Equilibrium is a much better film than Ultraviolet if you watch them back to back.
Yeah.
But when you watch Equilibrium by itself, sometimes it can fall on some pretty dull notes.
I don't know. For me, Equilibrium always sticks out as something that's fire.
Christian Bale does put some fucking oomph into that.
But I haven't watched it like lately.
I haven't watched that movie in years. Man.
Yeah, same.
Pretty sure I watched it in 2018.
Damn. All right.
Darn it.
Maybe I gotta revisit that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I just have too high an expectation, or maybe it's too flashy for me at the time. I just wasn't in the mood.
It's ever since we got Wick.
Yeah.
And we can see how gun fu was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Right?
When it looks more natural and when it looks more
real. Real is the word.
Yeah.
Because he does do that thing where he fucking runs off the top of a motorcycle, does the backflip while shooting 2 dudes in the face, and then lands like that.
Yeah.
And then also starts gun butting people and does the pose before he hits everyone, when he obviously could have been shot like 30 times when they were watching him get into his fucking bag. You know what I mean?
No. Come on, Chris, what are we doing here?
So we also got behind the scenes photos for Avatar 2, Red Notice, and Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
So Justice League was it just looked like a
just a clacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Notice was for.
How come it wasn't that guy that won the fucking competition?
Yeah.
What a fucking liar that Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder.
Maybe in the fine print, Zack Snyder was like, well, if it's a pandemic, you're shit out of luck.
If it's a pandemic, fuck you. Stay where you are.
Red Notice got like a, it was The Rock, it was Gal Gadot, and Ryan Reynolds. And it was for Reynolds' birthday.
Yeah.
And then the director, Raleigh. Rawson,
Thurgood Marshall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Rawson,
Thurgood Marshall's the fucking character.
Yeah, it is. That's a real guy. I think it's just Rawson Marshall.
Marshall?
Yeah.
The director. He was there and he was saying some nice words about Reynolds.
Yeah.
Boom.
You know
Not
what?
really a behind the scenes shot, but
Yeah.
they were on the set.
They were on the set. Reynolds doesn't look that much taller than The Rock. I mean, that much shorter than The Rock.
Maybe they just shoot The Rock really big.
That's what I'm thinking.
Imagine you find out The Rock like 5'11".
Can you imagine?
Can you
Tom Cruise?
Can you imagine if Diesel was taller
I
than him?
Could they make Diesel look like he's as tall as the fucking
Yeah.
Rock? Even though he's looking up.
Fucking
Fuckwit.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you guys ever watch that fucking little like spoof bit they did for Reynolds on what's that set with him and fucking Sandra Bullock that they did back in like 06, but Betty White was in it as well.
The
And-
breakup plan or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And they had it so like Betty White fucking hated him.
No.
And he's trying to talk to her and like fucking she says some like real outlandish shit to him. And then he tells her off and she starts crying and plays the victim. It's the fucking best shit. I gotta find it.
Yeah. Nah, I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Betty White's always killing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Avatar 2 was a shot of
Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet's character
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
had wings.
Yeah.
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 So is she playing Awa?
Possibly. Was Awa going to be a physical representation this time?
Don't know. Maybe they go into those
The network?
beads. Yeah.
Into the network.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Awa's there.
Because maybe that's how they see Sarandon as or Weaver. Sorry.
Yeah.
Susan Sarandon.
Because those roots would be under the water. They'd have to go under the water to go deep enough to actually tap into.
Maybe.
I see you, Mr. Cameron.
Can you imagine if they're just reviving Awa? Like if that was the thing to bring everything back
Hmm.
because they lost Home Tree?
And then she's evil.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
That'd turn things up.
Yeah, but then it's too much like the fucking what's his face wrote this movie then? What's his name? The fuckwit that we hate that did that fucked up the Phoenix story twice.
Kinberg.
Yeah. Then it's just that story.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to see that movie.
Fuck that man's.
What story did he do that was that?
X-Men 3 and that other shit fucking X-Men movie that just
Dark
came
Phoenix.
out. Dark Phoenix.
How you fuck it up twice, Kimberg?
Mm.
Damn, man.
We had we have Brian Tyree Henry.
Paper Boy.
Yeah.
Please come back to Paperboy soon.
They're shooting soon.
I know, but I want it back now, man.
Same. I miss Atlanta.
Fucking hell.
So he's joining Bullet Train
Fuck yeah.
with David Leitch. So undisclosed role, but it's just good to have him in there, man.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be like the FBI agent or something that's on the train.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And he
Yeah.
knows about what's his face. He's like what's his face's character. Agent Hella.
Andy
Garcia's character who knows about Alice Drago.
Who's also coming back is Tony Jaa.
Mm.
So O's got big hates on Tony
I
Jaa.
do, man. I don't know what it is. He was the next guy and then just went fake crazy. Like that's what killed me.
How do you know you went fake crazy though?
Because he was fine the next year.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Not even the next year. He was finding the next role.
Maybe he went the next year. He was finding the next role. Maybe he went into rehab, got off the sauce. Guy found his spiritual center again.
He was never ever that great a fucking actor in the first place. How do you get lost in the fucking character? Fuck that noise. That was talking shit, son. He was doing coke and fucking hookers. That's all it was.
Well, maybe that's what it was.
That's
and the
all
syphilis
it was.
just went to his brain.
And that was just talking shit.
It was like that fucking Emilios guy or whatever the fuck. They just hold him up in that house with coke and hookers.
Which guy? John Milius.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted. So Tony Jaa's the trilogy he's going to make is going to be about an assassin that's out of the game for a long time. And then he's pulled back in because people go after him.
Asian John Wick.
Yeah, I was going to say, it is John Wick.
Jarwick.
It is Jar
It
Wick.
is Jar Wick, yeah.
So it's going to be English. The whole trilogy is going to be English, yeah.
God.
The only person who can make an Asian John Wick is Donnie Yen.
Really?
Only fucking person. Because of SPL.
My Asian John Wick is Chow Yun.
Yeah. True.
Because he
even
can
this
act.
old?
Huh?
Even this old?
No.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day.
Mans was like, tequila and then played
The Killer.
assassin tequila in The Killer.
True. I wish he came back and less fucking more steam, you know what I mean?
So if the guys from 8711 were on this and it looked like it was shepherded the right way, would you watch it?
Yeah, if they got some good directors as well. So if they said, okay, you know what, fuck it, Sam Hargrave is going to do this, or I don't know, someone,
You see,
another stunt guy is going to direct this.
If they were going to do that, they should have taken that energy and put it into Wu Assassins, because that could have the potential to be a really good show.
Yeah. Jules really enjoyed it. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So another person who's making a jump to, another actor who's making a jump to directing is Patrick Wilson. So he's been tapped to direct Insidious 5.
Yeah.
His first feature film. The movie will pick up 10 years after Insidious Chapter 2.
Yeah.
So it'll follow the son going to college.
Yeah.
And dealing with his astral projecting capabilities.
Are they going to get that same kid back? It'd be
Ty Sheridan?
Yeah.
No, Ty Simpkins.
Ty Simpkins. He'd be about that age now. Yeah?
Yeah. It's going to be in real time because it has been 10 years.
Oh, nice.
Simp.
And then, he'll also reprise his character as well.
As soon as you said Ty, I was like, dollar sign. But yeah, that should be good, man. I don't mind this. It's a nice little small budget, see what he can do with it sort of movie.
Yeah.
It's the first time I think that Leigh Whannell will not do the screenplay though, but has come up with the story. Yeah.
I need Leigh. Pause.
Yeah.
Like
same.
You need him there.
Yeah.
You need him there. He's the glue that keeps everything together.
Yeah.
He's
got such a fucking mind for this, and specifically this series as well. That fucking to not have him there for at least the screenplay is a little bit worrisome.
But he will be producing, so will James Wan and the rest of their Atomic Monster crew. Yeah. John Ridley is going to direct Project Poltergeist.
Project Poltergeist.
So,
is it set in the Poltergeist universe, or?
Nah.
Sounds funny.
I know. Like, the name sounds like something that you'd get now, like a hidden camera type situation where they're videoing the poltergeist. But no, this will look into the first recorded case of a poltergeist in 1960 in New Jersey.
Oh shit! Okay.
And it's also a it will be like this I think this teenage kid who will be reflective of his home life and his neighborhood.
Yep.
Okay.
New Jersey back then, kind of rough.
There's Jersey, huh?
Okay. Yeah.
I see you.
So I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Could be good. Always like the new horror movies coming out and what they kind of bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, you know what I like though, is that when with the new horror, they sort of stick away from like country towns and all that sort of stuff. And we actually get horror in like, you know, in the cities and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where you don't expect to see it. That's what I sort of like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just more relatable. You know what I mean? We have a city 20 minutes down the road, 30 minutes down the road. Like you can go there and it kind of look the same and it kind of feel the same. So yeah.
Crazy. We also so we got Mads Mikkelsen and Armie Hammer starring in a new film called $1 Billion Spy. This one looks pretty cool. So basically, Hammer's a new face of the CIA, and he gets told about Mads Mikkelsen. He's part of
KGB.
Yes, sir. And what is
could be part of the KGB. We don't know.
His bosses sort of speculate that he might be a dangle for the KGB, but then he ends up developing a friendship and having a relationship with this guy. And yeah, just everything going on with that. Whereas Mikkelsen's trying to help his family get out, I guess, Soviet Russia.
Yeah, Soviet Russia. Yeah, so it's going to be directed by Amma Asante.
Yeah.
Yeah, who did A United Kingdom and The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. And set during the Cold War.
Very good. It's a very interesting time, that Cold War time. They need more movies set around then.
Atomic Blonde.
Yeah. Like it's so different. Like, I mean, two different sides of Germany and like, so weird. Like,
yeah. They got
interesting time.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm excited for Cold War to come out.
COD.
Yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E. was also set during that time. Eh?
That's right. Yeah. So at the start of it, he's shepherding someone between the two Germanys, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because it was real fucked up during that time. Mate. There were the dispensing of fucking nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Wild shit.
It's been developed by Akiva Goldsman, though.
Yeah. And that was the only red flag on that movie for me.
That is correct.
Mahershala Ali was on a podcast talking about why he pursued Blade. And actually wanted to do it. So he was saying that it started with Netflix's Luke Cage. And playing that character of Cottonmouth. And he said he really, really enjoyed the experience and everything. And then he started to kind of think, well, what are they doing with Blade? What's some other properties? Because I want to get into films. And then he said like it kind of started with them asking Marvel what's happening with Blade. And then years go by before they actually announce it and get the green light that he's going to be Blade. He said that like going back to his high school days, his friends would also say that he looked like Wesley Snipes.
That's wild. And absolutely wild. For me, what the most interesting thing about this was what he said about like the tone and whatnot. He was like, I love that it's darker. That's all in terms of the tone. He's a little bit darker than some of the other ones, and that, you know, that's what attracts him to the role. So do you think we get a Marvel Knights banner above this, and this is R-rated?
And it's released under Fox?
I
hope so, man.
Oh, man.
But still part of the MCU.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
If they have the courage and the balls to do that, and to potentially like sort of fuck with their normal PG-13 programming, so that they can get Blade in there, they can do a Ghost Rider that's R-rated, they can throw Deadpool in the mix there, and they can, like, you know, maybe even get like a Morbius crossover movie in there too.
Can we get a Marvel Knights Marvel Justice League, Marvel Knights Avengers?
Maybe the Dark Avengers?
Yeah, where it's Dark Avengers, where it's Blade and Ghost Rider
and potentially Punisher Deadpool as well in there as
Punisher
well.
And
Daredevil.
Just get Bernthal back and
Matt and what's his face?
Charlie Cox.
Yeah.
With that Marvel's Hellstrom being released on Hulu, they just fucking drop it there as well instead of putting it on Disney Plus, so they can keep that clean.
Yeah. But if they went through a theatrical banner, they'd have to go with like
it'd have to be Fox. Like it'd have to be. That's the only way they could do it. So open up, no Disney logos, nothing. And it'd just be a straight 20th Century Fox logo. Maybe a Marvel, different Marvel Knights logo.
Yeah.
And then, okay, yep.
The when I was rewatching the first Blade, when you go through it, it's not as violent until it gets to like him with the needles and things like that. Because a lot of the violence that they show is more so it burns away. There's no blood that actually comes up. Like when he cuts off fucking Quinn's hand, you see like it flying through the air and then it just fucking burns away. There's no blood, nothing.
Yeah.
But he is hitting some guy in the throat while grabbing a stake and then stabbing him through the mouth, like under his jaw, and then impaling him on top of a fucking sprinkler. Like that's where it gets like, okay, we do need this to be R-rated.
Yeah. But like Marvel can get away with off-screen decapitations.
Yeah.
They can get away with the throat hit as well.
Yeah. But it's not like a Blade throat rip.
Yeah. But that only happened in that third act there.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's still really, as soon as you show someone getting kicked in the face and there's a little bit of blood, that's an R-rated movie.
But it's also the sound as well.
Yeah.
They'd find ways to just cut it.
Yeah.
They'd show it from the back of the guy's head getting kicked.
Yeah, but I don't want to see that, man.
Yeah, I know, but you wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah, I would. Because the fights would look like shit. Finish him. Go to the back. Kick him in the face. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see the kick straight on to the face.
It's like when you watch fucking Cavill get hit in the throat and fall out.
But that was pretty violent.
Yeah.
There's no blood in that scene.
Well, there's no, like, hardly any blood in any of it. And he shoots those, like, 4 guys.
Yeah.
But you still, like, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because of the tone and intensity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because that very first movie that came out set the tone and intensity for all of it going forward. If Brian De Palma came through and said, you know what, fuck it, we're making a fucking R-rated fucking what's-his-face movie, Mission Impossible movie, there's going to be blood, there's going to be sex, there's going to be fucking drugs, Ethan's going to be fucking coked out and smacked out and everything, and that's why he's all fucked up in that scene, that would have set the tone for the rest of the fucking movies. We've seen 3 Blade movies. They've all been R-rated. They've all shown as much violence as they could. To take a step back and just be like, nah, this is not going to be that sort of movie.
Yeah.
It's not even going to be true to the fucking comics then, because the comics came out under the harder banner as well.
True.
Yeah.
But, like, it's going to be a new interpretation of Blade. So with Hellboy, they were all PG-13, the 2 that came out, and then an R-rated one came out.
Yeah.
But you prefer the PG-13 ones.
Yeah.
That was because it was Guillermo del Toro and he took the source material properly.
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of the gore, it didn't change how you felt about the movie. No.
But the subject matter for Blade is a lot more violent.
We're talking about vampires, man. We're talking about, it's not an alien. It's a vampire.
But it's still a monster. Like Hellboy, it's still a monster.
Yeah, but we've got the monsters. You can change the law. You can change all that. The vampires is pretty straightforward. Yeah. We know what they can do. We know what they can't do. We know.
There's been plenty of vampire movies that are PG-13 and they get away with it.
Yeah, and they're shit.
Like what? Which one's the shit?
Twilight,
the what's his face? Shadow, the Damned. What's it called?
Queen of the Damned?
Queen of the Damned.
Anything else?
Every other fucking PG-13 vampire movie. What else you got? What else is there?
I can take a look.
Every one of them.
I don't
Near
think...
Dark is R-rated. Interview with the Vampire is R-rated. Fucking all 3 Blades are R-rated. What else is there?
Yeah, but Blade 3 was R-rated and it was dog shit.
That's Blade 3. Dracula is R-rated.
You can't just say that's Blade 3.
Dracula is R-rated. But it wasn't the R rating that killed that movie, was it? It was the script and the fucking director.
Yeah, exactly. So if those things are on point for this new Blade,
do I think
could be fire?
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
It will. I'm gonna wait. In 5 years, when the movie drops
in 2023,
I'm gonna hear the glowing review.
In 2023, when
That's
it comes
what it's
out,
gonna be.
we'll see. It's gonna be the shittest fucking movie ever.
I don't think so. Mahershala coming through with straight quality.
No, he's not.
So let's say, so you know the Big Mac, right?
The what?
Well, what's in a Big Mac?
Beef, lettuce, cheese, onions, special sauce, sesame seed bun.
Well, let's just say the Big Mac turns into, it's just bun, no sesame seeds, and a beef patty. No middle patty, no lettuce, no onions, no special sauce.
It's a good burger.
But it's not the same, right?
It's not the same.
Yeah.
But
It's not a big Mac anymore.
Neither's the Son of Mac, but I enjoy the shit out of the Son of Mac.
The Son of Mac can suck my dick.
You're such a fucking dick, Batman.
Anyway.
Agree to disagree, motherfucker. We'll be back in 5 years.
2023, I'm going to tell you. I'm going
to come back for the shine.
I'm going to have fucking Mahershala right here, and I'm going to fucking tell you.
What, Mahershala's going to be there saying his movie shit?
I'm going to tell him his movie is shit.
Nah, I don't think so.
I'm going to ask him what happened. So what happened? Well, you know, man, you know. Inside Marvel Studios, man, you have to play in that same sand pit. All that bullshit fucking that we hear time and time again is going to be the same.
I don't think it is. I don't think Marvel dropping any dog shit. None.
They drop a lot of dog shit.
Like,
better than some, though. Better than Steel? Better than Joss Whedon's Justice League?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we still enjoyed those movies.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon's Justice League was a reimagining of a film that was already directed.
Joss Whedon's Justice League wasn't R-rated either.
Not yet.
But, because Zack Snyder's is going to come out and be R-rated.
Yeah. Did you see those podcasts I sent through? With Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
Fucking, he had a hot take. I was telling Dave about it. Dunkirk is his number 2 film of the decade for 2010 to 2020. But the hot take was that he was like, visually, Dunkirk is better than Saving Private Ryan. There's more memorable shots in Dunkirk than there is in Private Ryan.
I can't remember Dunkirk, to be honest.
I got to watch them hits again. I was going to watch it yesterday. And I was like, no, put on Mando.
Yeah.
I was going to do that. But then I got on with my life.
No, I've been thinking about that the past 2 days. But yeah, he like commandeered 3 episodes of the Rewatchables podcast just to fucking talk about movies. All hour.
That's what you'd want, man.
Yeah, man. Quentin, we're getting you.
And on to movie trailers. So we got a trailer for The Dry with Eric Bana.
Fuck yeah, man.
This looks good. So it's Eric Bana returning back to the Wimmera?
Yeah.
Township where he kind of grew up.
Yeah.
And one of his friends has died.
Yeah.
Committed suicide and killed his wife, but
child.
And child?
And child.
Yeah. I thought it said the baby's still alive.
I thought it said wife and child, murder-suicide, wife and child slain or something like that on the paper.
All right. And his friend's gone crazy. There's some bullshit sort of happening behind the scenes as well where you think that he might have a hand in it as well, Eric Bana's character.
Yeah.
And it's just that descent into madness.
Yeah. Because the murder that he's investigating here, his friend's murder, he tries to relate to another murder that happened 30 or 40 years ago.
Okay.
When he was young. Yeah. Yeah, because he thinks that those two murders are connected somehow. Yeah. But yeah, this looks good.
I think it's really good.
Is he in the US and then flies back to Oz or?
No.
I thought that was Melbourne.
Yeah.
Is it Melbourne?
He's in Melbourne City because he's the AFP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this looks fucking great, this movie.
And showcasing a lot of local talent.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Eric Bana in good shape too,
Lots of beautiful women. So please.
We got a trailer for The Midnight Sky, George Clooney.
I didn't watch this.
Fuck, this looks good.
This is the one that he directed, yeah?
Yeah.
This is like the sci-fi one.
Yeah.
Where I don't know if it's like nuclear fallout on Earth. So all it's like a nuclear winter.
So what
He's out in Alaska.
Okay, he is out in Alaska.
so they had like there's no technology, nothing. It's all gone.
Nah, there's technology,
All right.
but he's like trying to get in contact with a spaceship
Okay.
above Earth, and the tech that they have isn't reaching, so he's got to trek out across the Alaskan wilderness to then go to the big power satellite to then reach them.
Shit.
To let them know about the conditions on Earth.
Yeah, but it's like him and this little girl as well.
Yeah.
So she's like his ward, and they're just going through this shit. It's fucking crazy.
It's fucking mad.
It looks good though. It looks like it's got a budget behind it as well.
The shots are just beautiful in this fucking trailer.
And who's the astronauts?
So we got Oyelowo's one of them.
Nice.
Always forget her name. Fuck. Damn it. We got a few in there, some pretty big hitters that are actually up there in the space station.
Oyelowo is up in the space station, you say?
Yeah.
Are they going to connect? This is part of what's his face?
Cloverfield?
Fuck, can you imagine?
Do you think it is?
It's the alternate universe or what happened on Earth?
Yeah, what happened? Because they're up in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just see the monsters on the ground?
Could be.
So it's
makes sense that they nuked the planet.
So we got David Oyelowo, Ethan Peck, Kyle Chandler, Miriam Shaw, and I think it's Damien Bashir.
Ah, yeah, that's
Damien
the other
Bashir,
guy.
huh?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is Netflix, yeah?
Yeah.
Could be then. Could be Cloverfield.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. If it is, we called it now.
We also got Stardust, which is a story about David Bowie going to the States and shopping around his album for The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And trying to sort of recreate himself to then become the biggest star on the planet.
Like Bowie before Bowie.
Yeah.
But pre-Bowie.
It's just David.
So at this point in his career, Space Oddity was the only hit that he had. But there is no David Bowie tracks in this trailer at all.
It's not. They didn't get sign off from the estate.
I don't know if they'll have it in the film, and they just chose to use their original score in the trailer.
Now, why would you not have Space Oddity playing in the? Like seriously,
there's shots of him as a spaceman.
To Major Tom.
Exactly. That's all you needed to put in and the countdown.
Just fucking Jordan Peele that shit. I know. It's still going. Still going.
We got Songbird, which a lot of people are calling very tone deaf.
Yeah.
And insensitive to the current times and a cash-in. But what it details is the impacts of COVID-23 in the near future.
Ooh, when was the movie shot?
Now.
Like now? Like this year at the start of the year?
Potentially, yeah.
Well, then COVID wasn't the fuck out. So you need to shut the fuck up.
It could have been after that.
I don't know.
They could have just wrapped it real quick. And put it together really, really quick.
You better wrap that gavel up, B.
So it sort of goes through. So KJ Upper, who's the lead actor in Riverdale, playing Archie.
Yep.
Is having a long distance relationship with his missus, and then
who's the missus? Asa Gonzalez or no? It's not her, eh?
No.
That is my wife.
And then the contagion gets really, really bad. And then they're trying to get her out of her apartment. And he's trying to make his way to her as the feds close in on her. What has Michael Bay produced?
It's Platinum Dunes. Yes.
Craig Robinson's. Yeah, Platinum Dunes. Craig Robinson's. And he looks like he's playing a serious role as well.
Yeah, which is cool.
Looks good.
Yeah. We got a little snippet there, a little 15 seconds of Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
I'm liking that they keep him short, man. I don't.
The trailer?
Yeah.
Well, they can't go all out.
When they got a year.
They got a year, yeah. They can't go all out marketing campaign. This is just like to let you know, hey, it's still coming. It's on the way.
It should have been here now, but actually,
this Halloween you're not getting shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But next year, for sure.
This Halloween is Halloween.
You see him stab.
You could get both of us.
You see him stab a guy, yeah? And you just see the blood fly out. So they kept the gore in there.
Kept the gore in there.
It was really, really short. And we also got a little teaser as well for Willys Wonderland.
Willys Wonderland, which looks like the real version of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you got old Nick Cage.
Yeah. And he's the caretaker for a theme park called Willys Wonderland.
Nick Cage looked kind of swollen this one.
He does.
Looks like he's got a bit of size on him.
He does. And then after dark, when the lights are out, all the animatronics and shit come to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Cage always signed up for some real like eccentric film that actually sound really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Always.
But then the production budget just isn't there, and then it just turns to shit.
Yeah, I told you guys he's enjoying making these movies because he still gets paid the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So he can have like as much fun as he wants now.
True. He's not in a cage anymore.
That's it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be proud of the movies if I knew they were dog shit.
Maybe he likes what he's doing though. Like he's an artist at the end of the day, and he makes the decision to be in these movies. It's obviously not just money that maybe he sees something in the scripts that he likes and he wants to explore. Like that's Cage.
But he's also
always been eccentric.
But he's not putting it's not the same performances that he used to throw down. It's not.
This is a man that signed on to make a movie about faces being surgically swapped, and it's an action film.
Yeah, but he still brought his A game on that one.
Of course.
Nick Cage was still killing that role.
Mm-hmm. It seems like, long hair Nick Cage, when he embraced the balding, was a really good actor.
Yeah.
I think
yes.
Nick Cage needs someone across from him to actually to really put out really, really good work.
That Mandy movie is supposed to be killer.
It's supposed to be unreal.
The Color Out of Space movie is supposed to be great.
Unreal. The Mom and Dad is supposed to be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and that Katie Holmes?
I don't know.
Someone else. And they just, this frequency just sets them off, and they go like into this frenzy and just want to kill their kids.
Yeah. It's on either Hulu or
HBO Max.
HBO Max, yeah.
One of them.
I'll check that shit. I'll watch Mandy as well. I've been kind of putting it off because it's real fucking violent.
It's supposed to be unreal.
I want to check it out. And it's George P. Cosmato's son.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And that was all the
news.
all the movie trailers and news for the week.
I know. Bit of a lightweight baby, but what do we watch, gentlemen?
I literally just watched Empire Strikes Back. That's all I watched.
I didn't check out them Halloweens.
No, I didn't.
Mando?
Yeah. I'll watch Mando as well. But we will chat about Mando when you have watched Mando.
Yeah. I finished off Hunter x Hunter.
Finally done.
I know.
All 3,986 episodes.
148 for the long run. But I started a new one called Overlord. So there's a genre of anime called isekai, and it's essentially a character trapped in a gaming universe. And so with this one, he was there for the closure of a game.
Okay.
And then it ticks over to when the servers are meant to shut down, but he's still there.
Big old gaming hentaiser.
The tentacles, please. But I'm like 6 episodes into this one. There's only like 3 seasons of 26 episodes each. So
good.
Yeah, it's gone well so far.
Yeah.
It's fucking violent.
Is it?
Yeah.
Any of y'all watch that Blood of the Gods?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch that yet.
I watched the first episode.
Oh, it
wasn't too bad.
Really?
Yeah.
It's out.
All right.
It was actually all right.
It's only Halloween today, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys. I'm gonna watch I'll watch them movies today. Got shit to do.
Yeah. I might actually watch Blade 2 today as well. I feel like watching that shit.
Getting my heart back.
But I watched the first Blade.
Yeah.
That was good to watch again. Can't believe that was 98. That was really good.
You were saying that you hated Wesley's acting in this movie.
Yeah, he just felt really fucking weird to me. Like the only time I thought he was real was when he got shot by the police. He was like, "Motherfucker, you out of your damn mind?"
Yeah,
like that felt more natural to me than what he was doing. But then, what we were talking about is that it's the character itself as well.
You know, Mans did interviews as Blade.
He legit didn't come out of.
He didn't stop until the DVD commentary. Like,
yeah,
straight up. He'd talk about stuff and be like, "It's not something that Wesley would do." Like he was straight up in character the whole fucking time.
He would write notes to the directors as Blade.
Yeah. God. It's kind of scary.
And then I finished off the week with Hellraiser 2 and 3 for our Halloween special.
Nice.
Very nice.
What'd you think of Hellraiser 2 and 3?
2 was good. The pacing was very quick at the start so they could get you to the end because it's just almost a rehash of everything that happens in 1.
Yeah.
And then they just throw you into that fucking labyrinth maze with the Leviathan, which was fucking cool. 3 with Hell on Earth was good as well. I'm actually going to say fuck it and try and find the other ones to watch as well.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Like Doug Bradley's really getting me in my fucking Hellraiser bag now.
Doug Bradley kills it, man.
It's just those movies are shit.
The other ones that came out?
The ones after those just terrible.
I was going to ask you guys.
The quality just kept going down.
Yeah. Now, the poster for Hellraiser Hellseeker, where it's almost like a flame and it's Pinhead's head all in red. Always remember that from 2/4. Fucking. Did you guys have anything from that? Was it a VHS? Was it like anything? Were you guys pumped for that movie at all? That was like 2004, I think.
Not at all.
No.
Because I watched, the last one that I watched was the Hell in Space.
Yeah. Bloodlines?
And it was just, yeah.
I actually didn't mind that one.
They tried to
but then they cubed it at the end there with the you'll see when you watch it.
But yeah, I just for some reason remember that poster.
Maybe at Video Maze.
Maybe
Nick had it up there hanging.
I always thought that like Necronomicon, remember the Necronomicon movie?
Yeah.
I thought that was like Hellraiser as well. But that's only because what's his face is in there, the dude from Passenger 57.
Yeah. Michael Payne.
I don't think he's in that Hell on Space as well. So yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't.
So what were you going to say?
I was going to say that was a wrap for me.
Okay. So I watched Green Room, Jeremy Saulnier's first movie.
How was that?
It was good, man. This is good. It was really, really intense.
Patrick Stewart's a bad guy. Huh?
Yeah. Patrick Stewart swearing. It's the first time I've heard him swear, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah. I was going to say, this was way before that, but I'd watched Logan before this. This is good. This is really, really violent, though.
Yeah.
Fuck, this was violent. Mulan. So I actually watched the live action Mulan.
How was it?
I bit the bullet and rented it.
Did you?
I enjoyed it.
Really?
I enjoyed this movie. So
if you got it for free, would you enjoy it?
So I took myself out of the space where I was thinking about the political shit happening with the concentration camps that they had. And Liu Yifeng's comments about the Hong Kong police as well. And I just kind of focused on the movie and like, yeah, there's some weak points in there, but like overall the movie is all right.
It's all right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of Asian talent showcased in there. Jason Scott Lee looks fucking good still.
Yeah.
Really, you see he's got his own shirtless shot in there as well.
Is he still big?
Still lean.
All right.
He ain't big, lean. Donnie Yen was good in there as well. And the rest of the supporting cast.
Who is Donnie in there?
He's the guy in the animated one that's like the commander of that.
That she falls in love with.
Yeah, but in this, she doesn't fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the love interest.
You know what's fucked up in that old one?
What?
Like the Disney one?
What?
Mulan's like 13, B.
Hmm.
That's pedo to the max. Like, that's big pedo. Big pedo energy in that fucking Mulan.
Those old times was like that, though.
Fucking wild,
The
son.
gypsies are still doing it. Still, to this day.
Gypsies aren't Disney, my guy.
Esmeralda was a gypsy.
Esmeralda was 18 years old.
Yeah, I know. But her sister was probably 11 getting married.
More than likely.
I watched Halloween 3, which...
How was Season of the Witch, B?
Season of the Witch was really, really good. So,
okay, when you think about it as a standalone movie?
Yeah, and that's how I approached it. And that's why I watched 4 and 5 before this one. Season of the Witch was actually really, really good. Tom Atkins is fucking...
That's my guy, man.
Like, Tom Atkins, this chick just, like, her dad dies, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, they go on this road trip to the home of the company that produces these masks, trying to find out more. And then the chick's like, we don't have to go to the company, like, to the factory today. We can take our time. And then Tom Atkins just like, really? And he just puts his hand on her and then straight away, bang, he's in.
In like Flynn.
Atkins is just getting laid.
Fucking in the other movie, it was just, you're not a psycho, are you? Nope. And then like they're in bed after.
Tom Atkins had a real big back on him too.
Yeah. Real cobra back.
Then I watched Halloween 6.
Yep.
So 6 is the last of that trilogy.
Yeah.
Where in 4 they kind of introduced the niece.
Yes.
5 was the niece again. But then you find out that, like, you know, there's some other force at play there.
They're psychically linked or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then 6 was that there's a cult that's actually protecting Michael and enabling him.
Yeah.
And like he needs a caretaker.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shit that happened behind the scenes, but
big time, man.
But this one was probably the best one out of those 3, 4, 5, and 6. But 3 was better than all of them, I find, personally. Then I watched H2O, which was better than everything else that I had watched.
H2O was really, really good, man.
And it was like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
But I actually really enjoyed it.
Quick in and out. I watched H2O not too long ago. It was really good.
So then, like, Halloween does this thing where it's like a really strong addition and then this limp dick follow-up.
Yeah.
That just ruins it all. So Resurrection, they kill Laurie Strode in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And then Michael kind of gets away.
Yeah, this is after you see her chop his head off.
Yeah. And then it ends up, he incapacitated and crushed the larynx of a EMT. And then chucked the mask on him. And then he got away. And then she chopped the head off the EMT. And that's why when he does his thing, they played with frequencies and how that hurts his ears. But then they never followed that up again. Busta Rhymes was like... It was funny that Buster was in this movie and he's fucking doing like kung fu and shit like that. Yeah. He front kicks Myers out a window. But it was good that he actually lived. And then we get the reboot that Rob Zombie did. And that one was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Overly long.
Yeah.
But they focus on like Michael Myers' broken home at the start. And then why he becomes how he becomes. And then the sequel is now sort of Laurie, and she goes completely off the rails.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie prefaces the movie with this thing called the White Horse, which like that's what you do to follow your instincts or something like that. I took it as like he was doing heroin the whole fucking time because that's what the movie felt like.
Yeah.
It was just kind of all over the place, had the most unlikable characters in the whole fucking thing. And it just
which is bad. Like, you don't want to have unlikable characters
No.
because then you don't care when they die.
Especially Laurie.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather Laurie's friend live, but she dies and Laurie lives, only for Laurie to then become the killer again.
Yeah.
At the end. It was dog shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't enjoy those, but that's all the Halloween movies. I put the greatest of all time on hold while I did these, and it's all done now. Fuck, I just had enough of horror movies after that. So then I watched Mr. Robot season 1.
Very nice.
Which is really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Some really, really good performances in there, man.
Yeah.
Fucking kills it. Rami Malek and Christian Slater destroy that show.
Yeah.
And then Mando Chapter 9, which was, I think that's my favorite episode that I've seen so far now. Including the finale.
I still love that finale.
Yeah. For me, it's this. There's those things that I seen that I was hoping would be in season 1.
Yeah.
Is now in season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will chat about it in more detail next week.
That comes later.
I'm going to watch this shit when I get home, man.
Yeah.
And that is a wrap on everything.
That's it.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Smoke and Mirrors Podcast. Check us out at Twitter at Smoke and Mirrors Oz. And on YouTube at Logosmith Media. We are there. We're getting clips to you every day. So stay tuned. Subscribe, hit the notifications, all that shit that Ali A will tell you to do too.
Yeah.
Just do it. And we are vaping. We're not fucking passing a bong along.
It's been missing for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, it has been.
It's all right.
It's been a little MIA.
Because they can see us now.
Yeah. You can see this. There's Keelan too. Shout out. But vape more, smoke less, and anything else there, fellas?
That's it.
Love yourself and love movies.
Yeah, wash your ass.